feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. I get the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So that'll back him up 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because
and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line It's a sack. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The return is Renfro. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got this down to the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Carlson now to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
Prescott now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night. That time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that can be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. backfield. Solomon Thomas able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And the Cowboy first down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Play action now. Prescott. And here's the former Raider wideout, Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Final play of the half. Prescott. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return, Tyron Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Jones has it. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pollard to return from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Prescott off play action. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. It's complete to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Raiders are pouring it on. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, it's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under